The year was 1971. The world was a very different place. People went about their daily lives without the constant buzz of notifications or the glow of screens. Families gathered around the dinner table, talking face to face, and children played outside until the streetlights came on. There were no smartphones, no social media, and the internet as we know it didn't exist. Communication was slower, more deliberate. People relied on rotary phones for voice calls and newspapers for the latest news. Television sets were bulky, and programming was limited to a few channels. Yet in this analog world, a revolution was brewing. In the quiet hum of computer labs and the clatter of typewriters, the seeds of digital communication were being sown. Visionaries and innovators were hard at work, laying the groundwork for a future that few could have imagined. A young programmer named Ray Tomlinson was about to change the course of history. With a keen mind and a passion for technology, Tomlinson was driven by the possibilities of what computers could achieve. He was part of a small but dedicated community of computer scientists who were pushing the boundaries of what was possible. He sent the first electronic mail message, forever altering the way we communicate. This simple act of sending a message from one computer to another was a monumental leap forward. It was the birth of email, a tool that would become indispensable in both personal and professional communication. Tomlinson worked for Bolt Beranek and Newman, a company contracted by the U.S. Department of Defense. This company was at the forefront of technological innovation, tasked with developing cutting-edge solutions for complex problems. Tomlinson's work was part of a larger effort to create a network that could withstand the challenges of the Cold War era. His task was to help develop ARPANET, the precursor to the modern internet. ARPANET was an ambitious project that aimed to connect computers across vast distances, allowing them to share information and resources. It was a bold vision, one that required ingenuity, collaboration, and a willingness to explore uncharted territory. Little did he know that his work would lead to one of the most transformative technologies of the 20th century. The development of ARPANET laid the foundation for the internet, a global network that would revolutionize communication, commerce, and culture. Tomlinson's contribution was a pivotal moment in this journey, a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring impact of a single idea. ARPANET, short for Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, was a groundbreaking project. Funded by the U.S. government, ARPANET aimed to connect researchers at different universities and institutions. It was a network built for collaboration, designed to share information quickly and efficiently. Before ARPANET, communication was limited to phone calls, letters, and telegrams. These methods were slow and often unreliable. ARPANET promised a faster, more efficient way to exchange information. It was within this context that email was born. Tomlinson's groundbreaking email was sent between two computers sitting right next to each other. It was a simple act, yet it would go on to revolutionize the way we communicate. Imagine the scene, a modest office space filled with the hum of early computer technology and two machines that would make history. He was testing a new program he had written, SNDMSG, which allowed users to send messages to specific computers on the ARPANET. This was a groundbreaking development, as it enabled direct communication between users on different machines, laying the foundation for what we now know as email. The content of that first email? Sadly, it's lost to history. Despite its monumental significance, the actual message was not preserved. It was a fleeting moment, a test that Tomlinson likely didn't realize would become a cornerstone of digital communication. Tomlinson himself couldn't recall what he had written. In interviews, he mentioned that it was probably something insignificant, a string of characters or a brief note. The exact words may be lost, but the impact of that action remains. Some speculate it was a simple QWERTY UART to test the keys. This theory suggests that Tomlinson was merely checking the functionality of his program, ensuring that the characters could be transmitted correctly. Others believe it was a more mundane message, perhaps a greeting or a project update. Given the context of his work, it could have been a simple hello or a brief status report to a colleague. Regardless of its content, the significance of that first email cannot be overstated. It was a pivotal moment that demonstrated the potential of electronic communication. This simple act of sending a message from one computer to another opened the door to the vast, interconnected world we live in today. It marked the birth of a new era in communication. From that point forward, the way we share information began to change rapidly. the development of email paved the way for the internet, social media, and the instant communication tools we now take for granted. Tomlinson's first email was not just a technical achievement, it was the beginning of a revolution that continues to shape our world. One of the most enduring contributions of Tomlinson's work is the use of the @ symbol in email addresses. Prior to email, the @ symbol was rarely used. Tomlinson needed a way to distinguish between the user's name and the computer they were using. He chose the @ symbol because it was already on the keyboard and had a logical meaning in this context. It signified it as in username at computer name, clearly separating the two pieces of information. This simple yet elegant solution has become a ubiquitous symbol of the digital age. The early days of email were filled with quirky anecdotes and surprising firsts. It was a time when the digital world was just beginning to take shape and the possibilities seemed endless. The concept of sending a message electronically was revolutionary, and it opened up a whole new realm of communication. The first spam email, for instance, arrived in 1978. This unsolicited message was a harbinger of things to come, introducing the world to the concept of digital junk mail. It was sent by Gary Thuerk, a marketing manager at Digital Equipment Corporation, who saw an opportunity to reach a large audience quickly and efficiently. Sent to nearly 400 ARPANET users, it advertised a new computer from Digital Equipment Corporation. This bold move was both innovative and controversial, as it bypassed traditional marketing channels and directly targeted potential customers through their inboxes. The email was a simple text message, but its impact was profound. The reaction was swift and negative, highlighting the potential for misuse that came with this new technology. Many recipients were annoyed by the unsolicited message, and it sparked a debate about the ethics of digital communication. This incident underscored the need for guidelines and regulations to govern the use of email. In 1976, Queen Elizabeth II became the first head of state to send an email. This historic moment took place during a visit to the Royal Signals and Radar establishment, where she was introduced to the latest advancements in technology. Her email was a simple greeting, but it marked a significant milestone in the history of digital communication. Her message, sent from a Royal Signals and Radar establishment account, demonstrated the growing reach and influence of this new form of communication. It showed that email was not just a tool for scientists and engineers, but something that could be used by anyone, including world leaders. This event helped to legitimize email as a viable means of communication. These early stories highlight the rapid evolution of email from a niche technology to a mainstream communication tool. What started as a novel experiment quickly became an essential part of everyday life. Email transformed the way people interacted, making it easier to stay in touch, share information, and conduct business. The journey from those first tentative steps to the ubiquitous presence of email today is a testament to the power of innovation and the human desire to connect. Section 6. From ARPANET to the world email's global expansion. As ARPANET grew and evolved into the internet, email spread rapidly. Universities, government agencies, and eventually businesses adopted this new technology. The ability to send messages instantly, regardless of location, proved to be invaluable. By the 1990s, email had become a household word. The development of user-friendly email clients like Eudora and Hotmail made it accessible to the masses. Email became an integral part of daily life, connecting people across continents and cultures. Section 7. The evolution of email, from text to multimedia powerhouse. Over the decades, email has evolved significantly. What began as a simple text-based system now supports rich multimedia content. Users can attach documents, images, videos, and even audio files to their messages. The development of HTML email further enhanced its capabilities, allowing for formatted text, images, and interactive elements. Email clients now offer features like calendars, task lists, and video conferencing, blurring the lines between email and other communication platforms. Section 8. Email's enduring legacy, shaping modern communication. The impact of email on modern communication is undeniable. It paved the way for instant messaging, social media, and online forums. The principles of electronic communication established by email laid the groundwork for the interconnected world we live in today. Email's influence extends far beyond personal communication. Businesses rely on it for marketing, customer service, and internal collaboration. Governments use it for official correspondence and public outreach. It has become an indispensable tool for organizations of all sizes. Section 9. Ray Tomlinson, the father of email. Ray Tomlinson's invention of email was a pivotal moment in technological history. Though he may not have realized it at the time, his work revolutionized the way we communicate. He connected the world in ways that were previously unimaginable. Tomlinson's legacy extends far beyond the @ symbol or the first email. He helped usher in the digital age, paving the way for a more connected and informed world. His story reminds us that even seemingly small innovations can have a profound impact on humanity.